Can you see, Bob?
Hello, it's great to be back here in New York for this press conference. On behalf of both fighters, I want to commend all of you for this great, balmy, perfect weather that we're having here in New York. Poor Manny has to go back to the Philippines and bask in 80 or 90 degree weather. He'll miss the cold weather that he's experiencing here in New York, and so Timothy lives in the paradise state of California, which has great weather, but he's going to miss the cold weather in New York. And for an old guy like me, getting out of a car, slipping, trying to stand upright has been a real challenge, but hey, you get your exercise any way you can. So, but it's really wonderful to be here in New York. The fans are so appreciative of the sport of boxing. We have so many great fights that take place in New York, and great fans, that it's really thrills us all to be here, and I really mean that seriously. Now this fight, it was wonderful talking beforehand to all of the writers. Generally, when we do a pay-per-view fight, I come loaded for bear in the morning to sell a fight as how competitive it is and how exciting it will be. And this fight, the reporters have all taken that tack with me. They all say straight up what a great even fight this is, how excited they are that this fight's going to happen. And that's the essence of what makes a big pay-per-view event, and that's if the fight has two very recognizable fighters, which we do in Manny Pacquiao and Timothy Bradley, and they're involved in a competitive, exciting match. That's what pay-per-view needs, and that drives the pay-per-view buys. And we are very pleased that this fight will be distributed by the leader in pay-per-view distribution, and they have been the leader for so many years, HBO pay-per-view, and they're represented here today by our good friend Tammy Rose. Tammy. About this fight. We're pleased to announce that our sponsor for this fight, as for all of our major fights, is Tecate. Tecate produces one of the great, if not the greatest, beer. It is perfect as a sponsor for a big pay-per-view event, because more and more people are using the pay-per-view to entertain in their homes, friends and families, and what better way to entertain than to have a big case of Tecate beer and tacos or pizza or whatever you want to eat. And when you figure out the number of people that we're getting in each household watching pay-per-view, the cost per person is less than going to a movie. And because Tecate is our sponsor, it's cost even less, because they will do a rebate program. They have special events where you can become part of the Takati family and get the pay-per-view for nothing. In other words, Takati is all in on this promotion, and they're all in on the sport of boxing, and people should take advantage of associating themselves with a great beer and a company that really supports boxing and supports pay-per-view. We're very proud also that we will be presenting a terrific pay-per-view undercard. Now, when we come to undercards, we know that particularly as the number of people in a household increases, that fewer people watch the undercard, and that most of them are there to see the main event. Now that's true, and that's undeniable. But that doesn't mean that a promotion should stint on doing really good, exciting undercard matches. And so in this match, on this card, we have a 135-pound elimination match between Ray Beltran, who was deprived unfairly of a title in a title fight against Ricky Burns a number of months ago, against former 130-pound champion Rocky Martinez of Puerto Rico. And then we have a 140-pound junior welterweight championship between a boy from Chechnya, Russia, Khabib Alakaverdian, who's undefeated, and he fights off against Las Vegas' own Jesse Vargas. And finally, 130-pound, a super featherweight championship of the WBA between Brian Vasquez and the undefeated Jose Feliz. So really, really exciting undercard matches. But of course, we're here today to talk about the main event. We're here today to talk about two really unbelievable fighters at the top of their game. When they first fought in 2012, the fight wasn't viewed by many as being a competitive fight going in. Timothy Bradley wasn't as known as he is now, and the Las Vegas odds makers had the fight at 9-1. When you talk about competitive fights, I keep telling all of you, don't listen to promoters. They never tell the truth. Don't listen to the PR guys that are here. Listen to the Las Vegas odd makers. The Las Vegas odd makers, because they're in a serious business of setting the line, of taking money on one or the other fighter. If they make a fight even money or close to even money, you damn well should believe that it's a competitive fight. So the first fight was 9-1, and this fight is virtually even money, and that's why everybody knows that it is a competitive fight. And that's what we need for the sport of boxing, and that's what we need on the pay-per-view, where people are shelling out their money. Competitive fight between two outstanding competitors, and that's what we have here. And now I think you want to hear from some of the guys who will be working with these two great athletes. So first, I'd like to introduce to you the trainer for Manny Pacquiao. Please welcome the 2013 Trainer of the Year, Freddie Roach.
Thanks, Bob. You know, we're in a real big fight. We're going to spend the first 2 weeks training camp in General Santos. and I'll be going over there after I go to China. And then we do the last 6 weeks in my gym in Wild Card in Los Angeles, and we got our work cut out for us. We got a tough fight ahead of us. Timothy Bradley says that Manny lost his killer instinct. We will see. Thank you.
Manny is also accompanied here today with his advisor. You all know him now over the years, the Canadian Flash, Michael Kahn. Now, it's a pleasure to introduce to you the trainers for the champion, Timothy Bradley. First, his father, Timothy Bradley Sr., known as Ray Bradley, and his other trainer, top trainer, O.L. Diaz.
Good morning, everybody, for being here. First and foremost, I want to thank Team Bradley for giving me the opportunity to work with them from day one. And then I want to thank Top Rank, Bob Arum, HBO, Pay-Per-View, all the fans, the media that are here. And there was not much to say, you know. We just here to get back in the ring. I also want to thank Manny, Freddie, his team. You know, it's a privilege sharing the ring one more time with them. And I just feel there is unfinished business. And, you know, April 12th is going to be Bradley and Pacquiao in the ring. And they are the ones that are going to define this. They are the ones that are going to give the people what they want to see. And at the end of the night, we would like to, you know, walk away from their ring and be happy, you know, and live in peace forever. And I know it's going to be a great fight. They both have something to prove. Manny needs to prove that he's still in the game and he's still the superstar in boxing, and Bradley needs to maintain that title, and he wants to prove to the people that he's going to be victorious and that, you know, he definitely won the first one. So at the end of the day, the fans are going to be the judges, and we want to give you guys what you guys want that night. Thank you very much, and have a great day.
Now it's time to introduce the participants. Manny Pacquiao has brought home to many of us the fact that there are things that are more important than sports and competing in the ring, that there's a world out there where people need help and people should be cared for by other people. We all know of the catastrophe that befell the Philippines from Sarangani, Manny Pacquiao.
Good afternoon, everybody. I would like to thank God for giving us a good day and best day for us, and giving us a good health. And also, I want to thank Bob Arum and Top Rank Promotion, and HBO Pay-Per-View, HBO and Team Pacquiao, and also Team Bradley, and to all the media and press who support us. Because of you guys, we're known in not only in America but all over the world because of the media and press. Thank you so much for this great opportunity to fight again with the champion Bradley. And we know that there's a big question mark in our first fight on last 2012. And I think this time around we have to answer that the question mark in the minds of the fans, and we have something to prove, both of us. You know, what I'm trying to do is I'm not predicting with God, but I just want to do my best. That what Brad is saying to me is the killer instinct and the aggressiveness is not anymore. I don't have that anymore. So that's what I'm trying to prove this fight on April 12th. And I think he's right. Maybe I'm just too kind and nice to my opponent sometimes in the ring. Yes, I'm just too kind and nice to my opponent in the ring. Sometimes that's why, you know, you can see the aggressiveness and the killer instinct. But this time around, I have to get it back and show it that I still have that aggressive and killer instinct. So thank you for this opportunity, and I respect Bradley and his team for this opportunity. And to all the fans all over the world, especially in New York, in Las Vegas, LA, and to all the people who love boxing, don't miss this fight. It's going to be a good fight and more action in the ring. And you can see both of us, you know, a young Bradley and a young Manny Pacquiao are going to fight in the ring. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Timothy Bradley had one of the most spectacular years in boxing of any fighter in recent memory. Who can forget his great fight with Ruslan Provodnikov in California? Certainly, you boxing journalists, media, have acknowledged that fight as the clear winner of Fight of the Year for 2013. It showed Timothy Bradley with grit and determination, a real warrior, not just a guy who talked a good game, but a guy who showed a good game, particularly when things grew pretty tough in there, and came through and won a decision, and then took that victory and brought it up against the great Juan Manuel Marquez, who really and truly is a great, great fighter, and won a clear decision victory over Marquez to retain his title. Those accomplishments in 2013 have really balanced the scales, because I keep going back to the odds. Now maybe that's because I live in Las Vegas, but I think that those are important as a measure of how competitive a fight is. First fight, 9-1. Now, based on what's happened since, a fight that's virtually even money. And that is largely attributed.
Bob said some nice things. Bob, great job. Thank you, Bob. You know, first and foremost, I would like to thank God for just allowing me to be here in front of you guys. I want to thank my wife. Thank you, hon, for just basically guiding me through all of this and everything that I went through in the past. And, you know, now I want to also thank Team Bradley, man. Team Bradley. We the most underrated team in boxing, I feel. I want to thank Team Pacquiao for coming to terms and making this fight happen for the fans and for all of you guys at home. And also I want to thank, I'm going to say HBO, pay-per-view. My family, man. HBO, this is my third appearance on pay-per-view, so this is nothing new to me now. I'm in a different position now than I was the first time I faced Manny Pacquiao. I'm a lot more relaxed, a lot more poised now, and I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. Man, Manny said he's gonna be the aggressive, destructive Manny Pacquiao of old times, and I get excited because I embrace the challenge. I love challenges, and I love when, you know, people say that I can't do something. because I love to prove them all wrong, like I have been doing my whole career. And I know I'm going to be the underdog even though I'm the champion. I know it. I want to be the underdog because I'm still set out to prove that I'm one of the best fighters in the world. And I know the first time around, no one believed that I won that fight against Manny Pacquiao, but the second time around, I have to make it more decisive in everybody's eyes, including you guys, that I win this second fight. And I can't wait. These next eight weeks of training is going to be hell, and I can't wait to get in there and get it on with Pacquiao again. And good luck, Team Pacquiao. Yeah, I hope they have a great training camp, and that both of us don't get injured in the fight, because I really want this fight, and I want to prove a lot of people wrong. So thank you very much, all the media, for coming out. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Looking forward to the game.
We gotta get full length. We gotta get full length just a little bit. We gotta get full length. Girls?
Get that camera out of here.
Trainers? Okay, trainers.
Videos are behind. Why are the videos in front?
Everybody over, please, this way. Yeah, getting close. Everybody over this way. Close. Everybody over this way. Everybody swing to your right. Swing to your right. Swing to your right. Swing to your right. Right here. Perfect. Okay, hold the bell. Here we go. Right here, guys. Here we go. Right here. That's good. That's good. That's right. Hold it.
Tony. Let's see it right here. Thank you so much. This way, Timothy.
Okay, right here, one more time. Timothy.
Right here, Timothy. Manny, Timothy, right here.
Right here, one more time. Ready? Ready to go? Right here, one time.
One time to your left
One
after
more time
that.
for me. All trainers here. Manny, Timmy, trainers right here. Good, thank you. Beautiful.
Go to your left one more time.
What do you want, Chris?
Okay, now without the trainer. Girls, come on in.
Okay, knockouts and fighters, please.
Girls, come on in.
And Carl.
Straight ahead, please.
Right here, straight ahead.
Right here, everybody. Right. Good like that.
Look this way 2 seconds. This way. Thank you so much.
Knockouts, thank you. I'll take the belt.
Okay.
Could you move that camera back a little?
Lee, let me have Timmy hold the belt, please.
Turn my head, Timmy. Turn my head.
Shoulder. Thank you.
Are you trying to steal the belt?
Can you move this camera back a little?
Tuck in the bottom.
Please. There you go. Bring it to face.
No, he's got the belt.
Manny, take a look at that belt.
Manny, ring your arm. This way.
Could you go this way for 2 seconds?
You left, brother. Hey, Manny.
Look this way 1 second.
Okay, one more time straight ahead. Okay, one more time straight ahead. Watch that high. Watch that boom, please. Watch that head up. Watch that please. Right here.
Huh? Where did I get that shot?
Ah!